I'm going to post in the Platt link.
I feel like I look horrible.
You are the first participant on this Uber conference. Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
Oh, we have people.
Sweet.
All right. I'll start it.
What is it you are playing for? Does it come with fixins? You know what I'm talking about? Complete set. Everything you need. We're gonna have so many fucking fixins up in this motherfucker. Number one with all the fixins.
Welcome back to All the Fixins. I am your host, Max Dawson. And with me, as always, the lovely Corinne Kaplan.
That's why I'm not going to eat your scrum.
That's what you say now, Corinne.
That was a special request, I believe.
A few drinks in, I have a feeling you'll be changing your tune. It won't be, I'm not going to eat your scrum. It'll be,
That's why I'm going to eat your scrum.
all I had to do is take out the knot in post, Corinne, and
It's
you're going to eat my scrum.
A scrum
What
and
is
Coke.
scrum? I've never heard that expression before.
Well, now you have.
What the fuck? Is that like an expression in use?
I mean, I've heard it used before. It's that real hot, musty area
I thought it was the
between
taint.
like your balls. Yeah, it's kind of the taint, but it's also your asshole.
Hold on a second. It's there's making noises over here. Anyways, Corinne, we are live with the patrons.
Hi,
this
guys.
is very exciting. Guys, thank you for tuning in, for taking time out of your busy nights to join us live. We're going to get to your calls in a little bit. All the info is in the patron group, but if you forgot, 607-200-3663 can call in, or even better yet, use your web browser, go to uberconference.com/atfixins. Again, it's all in the patron group. Click on that and be good about muting, unmuting. I control the volume, so I'll bring you up. I'll call you out. Just be ready to go when we bring you on, and we'll let you ask your questions, whatever you want to talk about. Before we get into that, Corinne, some important stuff to talk about. Listen, I'm sure you have stuff on your agenda, but my thing is more important. We got to talk about that fucking picture of Adam Klein.
Oh, you're opening with that?
I'm opening with that. That's the A material, Corinne.
I don't understand. Is he wearing fake eyelashes and eyeliner in that photo?
Did someone manipulate the photo?
They had to have. He looks like Betty Boop.
He
Like
looks full woman.
Yeah.
I have to, Corinne, I don't often do this in the live shows, but I gotta bring this up and share it with everyone who might have missed it. This is in the patron group. Hold on one sec.
Oh, can you bring the picture up?
Yeah, I think I can. Can you see it?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, you can see it. First of all, we got to get to the bottom of who is Brooke Bridges, Corinne. Did you meet this girl in Vegas? She was there everywhere on Cole like a remora on a shark. Okay. Did you have to swat her away at any point? Was she like trying to seep under the crack of the door to get into your room?
No. I mean, according to what I understand to be the case, is she hooked up with Jay.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone's looking for an upgrade because Cole looks like Cole, but I don't know the situation.
In this photo, Cole is the only one who looks like a full biological male.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Brooke is the one in the upper middle. I've heard that she's a star on like a lip syncing app, which is like the ultimate example, Corinne, of like
millennial shit.
I feel old. Millennials are lame. Who the fuck is she? Why is she in all these pictures? And what has she done to Adam Klein?
I don't know what is happening with Adam's face in this photo. I don't know.
Honestly, they put makeup on? Is Jay wearing makeup as well?
He's got pink hair. I don't know what's happening with that either. I don't
Is it like
know.
a before a porn, but the porn is like a porn in which all the dudes fuck Adam?
It's mutual masturbation.
Corinne, on that subject, we have a follow-up. I'm not going to spoil it now. I'm going to save it for the next episode, but I've got
Okay.
all the details about the mutual masturbation club. But seriously, Adam Klein looking very much like someone you'd see at the mutual masturbation club, and you would deliberately move further
He's
away.
got winged eyeliner on for sure,
Yes,
right?
he
Has
does.
to. Why though? Why does he have that on? What were they
He's
doing?
going as Heather Cannon for Halloween. I
I
have no idea. They're all wearing pink. Is this a breast cancer awareness thing? The kind of the pocket on his shirt kind of makes it look like a breast.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm thoroughly,
I've
as you can tell, I'm thoroughly disturbed.
I
by
know.
this.
I like stopped watching the Instagram stories or like paying attention to anything Cole was doing because it breaks my heart. I think that like he's going to be ruined. Like he was this like somewhat wholesome guy that now lives in a trap house.
Yes.
And like that's the end of it. Like now I don't want to see the deterioration. I mean, anyone like the I'm going into modeling, all that shit.
Yes.
Like I liked you better when you lived in a van and climbed for a living and like had no cell phone.
But that's always the case with you, Corinne. And I think it's an example of you really like the authentic article. You like these guys who really are gritty. You want to put them through the Corinne car wash.
Yes.
Cole is right now not going through the Corinne car wash. He's going through the Adam Klein gender dysphoria experience.
Yeah, it's pretty disheartening. So I have actually like tuned out to all of that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to know what happens.
Yeah. Okay. I'll spare you from now on.
I want to say that I'm coming to you from my childhood home in Florida.
I'm sorry. I buried the lead, Corinne.
And
what the fuck?
I know. So I flew down. It's Gab's birthday this weekend. And so I bookended the trip so that I'm going to spend a night here. And then Sunday night, I'll come back here. I'm spending 2 nights down in Miami for her birthday stuff. I just want to point out a few things. First of all, I look like I do because I flew all day. And then I went straight to the outlets because they have this fucking dopest outlets here. So I looked like I got up at, you know me, I got up at 4 because my flight was at 7:55 in the morning. I had to work out before my flight. I work out. I very quickly, like I do like a fucking nothing, like horse bath.
Yes.
I put literally like workout clothing on. I get on the flight. I do work on the flight. I land. I go straight to the Lululemon outlet.
Yes.
Which is fucking awesome, right?
Is that where you got that ridiculous t-shirt?
No, this t-shirt's old. I hate this shirt.
Is that something you left in high school?
I like this shirt because it's a crop and it like ties. It just looks like shit because I'm sitting. Anyways,
in case anyone's wondering, Corinne does not drink coffee.
I mean, I do, but like I only drink. It doesn't save me. Like there's nothing. It doesn't have any. This is a stupid shirt. Anyway, besides the point. So I go to the outlets looking literally like something you'd find in your shower drain. And I'm wearing a fucking baseball hat. I have no makeup on. Like I really look terrible. And as soon as we get to the outlets, as soon as we get there, I see a guy I know. Like,
oh, from high school?
I'm like, how? Yes. And I'm like, how is this possible? I got here 5 minutes ago. So my mom and I are looking at the map because it's the mall is the largest outlet mall in the world. And it's like literally a mile long. So you got to know where you're going. And my mom doesn't, the Lulu store is new. So we're looking at the map and he is standing directly next to me, but I have like my hat down and I'm thinking like, I see these people once every fucking 10 years. Like, this is not my moment. So I'm like, I got it, Mom. Let's go. And so we start walking away and I'm like, and so I say the guy's name and my mom knows who it is too. Anyways, cut to, we get home. My mom's like, we have to be home. We have to be home by 5. Your father's getting home at 5 and he's only going to be home from 5 to 6:15. And then he has to go because he has tickets to a play.
Okay.
Community theater. He's sussing out.
He's checking out the competition.
No. He's trying to cast these people in the play he has coming up in like February or something.
Is it a sequel to The Date, Corinne?
No, it's not. And I was sworn to secrecy because he's patented. He patented or something. The idea. Copyrighted, yeah. And he's very excited about it, but I'm not allowed to say anything. He's going to be here later. But let me get to the point. So my mom's like rushing me out of the fucking outlets, which I'm not happy about because these are really like there's a Gucci. These are really good outlets.
It's the real good Jewish shit here.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's not my fault. Dad bought tickets to a play. And she's like, you didn't give us enough notice. I'm like, I gave you a month's notice. She goes, we buy play tickets 3 months in advance. He had to find someone else to go with. I'm like, how much was the ticket? She's like, probably $20, $25 maybe. I'm like, But this falls on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now it gets better. I get home at said time, 5:00. My dad's waiting, and he's like, "Let's have happy hour." At 5:15, my mom's like, "All right, sit down. We're having dinner." And I was like, "What?
Oh my God.
No, we're not. It's not even 6:00. I'm not having dinner right now." And she's like, "I made this especially for you." So now she's rolling out like
Whoa. What does she make especially for you?
So she asked, the only thing I eat that I don't make anything myself, as you know, and I don't make anything that has anything to do with any kind of meat. I don't touch meat. I don't cook meat.
Okay.
I will only eat it if someone else I trust has made it. So I really like turkey taco meat. That's it. So so it was turkey taco meat, shredded lettuce, and then fat-free sour cream. That's what I asked for.
But I'm only willing to taco dog.
Is that in any way?
Yeah. So anyways, so now my mom is like, "You have to eat. It's time to eat. We're all eating."
Okay.
And so I'm like sitting here. My dad is eating. He goes through dinner and dessert. Like there's some special cookies involved.
Oh my God.
And then, by 6:00, he's ready to go. I, at this point, get in the shower. I get out of the shower and I wanted to ask my mom. They have 2 cars, but one car is, I don't know, fucked up in the shop or something. My mom's like, "Well," I was like, "Can I have the car tomorrow so I can go to the gym around the corner?" And she's like, "Well, we have to call AAA. The car is dead." I'm like, "What?" So like
Excuse me?
now my dad's like Ubering 30 minutes away to this fucking fakakta play for $20. So in any case, don't ask me. This is a whole situation happening. I was like, what's the Wi-Fi password? My mom's like, "I don't know. You're going to have to go to the box." And I'm like, "You didn't write it down somewhere?" So now I'm like with a flashlight in the back of my brother's closet trying to read.
Oh my God.
It's so like Jewish home, like
It's
Florida.
Del Boca Vista.
Yes.
So Corinne, we're in the childhood bedroom. I know you can't really pick it up and move around, but is there anything that you can like point out, any memorabilia nearby?
There
you
is.
can
Okay.
grab?
I'm going to try and move this. So I'm in the kitchen, but I want to show you this.
Okay.
Hold on. I can move a little bit. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So for one thing, this is my dad. We have a huge, you see the pool table?
Yeah, I see the pool table.
This is one of 2 pool tables we have.
What?
Okay. Yeah. So this is behind me. This is my favorite thing. Okay. Do you see the wall of photos behind me?
I
Do you
do.
see them? I'm going to take you up closer. Okay. So see if you can recognize anybody on the wall. Here, let's go with, let me see.
I see Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, okay. This is the one I was at. So this is Neil Diamond.
Is this
That's
the
Neil
real,
Diamond.
The real Neil Diamond or
The
the
real.
impersonator?
The fake one is here.
Oh my God.
Real guy's there. This is Paul McCartney. I don't know who the fuck. This looks like the lead singer of Imagine Dragons.
That looks
Ma,
like Freddie Mercury.
Who is?
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, Dale Kaplan hiding
out.
Mom, who is
hiding
the
in the
shirt?
secret annex.
That's Queen.
Freddie Mercury.
There's no way that's the real one.
The fake Queen.
Wait a second. You got photos of
He's
impersonators
wonderful.
of celebrities.
Oh, she can't hear you. I just realized that.
Yes.
Yes.
But Corinne, you could translate to me. Can you say, why are there photos of celebrity impersonators on the
celebrity
kitchen?
impersonators on your famous wall? I didn't even explain yet what this wall is. We want to know who this is even more retarded. See this one? Can you see it?
I can't really see
That's
it.
Lucille Ball's daughter, right?
Yes, Lucy Inez, because I love Lucy, so that's her daughter.
Okay.
Her.
Okay. So just so you have an idea of what I'm working with here. Okay. So let me explain
this
what
is
that
so
wall
bizarre.
is.
Is this like the Kaplan Wall
Mom.
of Fame?
Yes, let me explain. My mom, come here. She had this thing for a while where she liked to sneak illegally. She would get special, develop film that will develop in the dark. And she would sneak into concerts, illegally taking pictures until she got kicked out. So the first concert I went to was Neil Diamond.
Okay.
And she's taking photos and security's like, "Excuse me, ma'am." And so the wall is every time she's been able to sneak a photo when she wasn't supposed to, which apparently includes such celebrities as Lucille Ball's daughter
and
the
fake
guy-
Freddie Mercury.
Wait. So, Mom, can you explain a little bit about? I wish I could do this so that she can hear.
Well,
Would
we
you
talked to
explain-
Corinne. You can pull the headphone cord. She
Okay.
should be able to hear okay. Guys, bear with us.
Oh yeah, we can hear you. Okay, so Mom, Can you explain the shtick with when you were illegally taking photos for all that time?
Everybody took pictures. Everybody had cameras. There were no camera phones in those days.
I know, but you
Yes.
knew damn well you're not supposed to.
Of course, but that made it all more fun. Except when I got pulled out of Paul McCartney's concert and I got in trouble. And
So
took-
at a certain point, did you determine that it's easier to take photos of the impersonators than the real thing? And that's why you started doing the
I'm
fake
not
Neil
picking.
Diamond?
If I'm at a real thing, I'll take a real one. If I'm at an impersonator, I take an impersonator.
But Mom, I think that people think I made this. I don't understand what's happening here. I think people think I made this up. Can you explain how you ended up becoming a manager for a fake Rod Stewart and a fake Neil Diamond?
No, that's your father's department.
Okay.
We can talk about that.
You were
Well,
part of
my-
the organization? Maybe you were doing publicity or?
Yeah, I am.
Did you or did you not go to Missouri and scout the fake Neil Diamond?
Missouri.
Isn't it Missouri where you found him?
Branson?
No,
Where did you find Phil Diamond?
Grandma found him.
Neil Zirconian.
No, he's a real person.
Oh, really? Did I just hit on a thing?
But no, really, Neil Ciconia is a real person in Florida. He's the Neil Diamond, obviously impersonator. Yeah.
Okay.
No, the Grandma he was performing at Grandma's condominium. So
That's
There,
A
right
plus.
there.
you
Hold
got.
on a sec.
By the way, I performed at Grandma's condominium. So just so you guys know, the level.
yes.
And
Yes,
how
you
old was
did.
I when I performed? 13?
he is excellent, Rob. He's wonderful. But so then we hired him to come over here. We had a private concert here and we hired him to
And then you were like, let me manage your career. And now they take him to upstate New York to our house there.
Wait, does he only perform at homes owned by members of the Kaplan family, or does he ever perform at a
No.
public venue?
No, he performs in Vegas all the time. He's
Oh.
got a venue there.
I'm sorry.
And you
You
get a
need
little
to be
cut
more
of that?
specific. It's not on the strip. It's an hour and a half away.
No,
What's the name of the city he performed? It's not Vegas.
Perump?
It's not. It's for sure not.
he's excellent. I would never.
All right, we get it. He's never going to hear this. It's a private show. Anyways, so
Okay, well, my Kenny Rogers was sitting front
What?
row, right in front of the stage. And they said you're allowed to take pictures, which was very nice because normally I'm not allowed. And I'm snapping pictures, but every time I snap it, he turns his head. So I keep taking more. And Dad is saying, "You're flashing in his eyes. You're right on top of him. Stop." Finally, Kenny Rogers couldn't take it anymore. So he stuck his hand out and said like this for me to give him my camera. He stopped his show. I gave him my camera. He took a picture of Fred and I. Then he posed for me
Oh my
like a
God.
mannequin till I got my picture. And then I put the camera away.
wow. Do you know how
Wow.
annoying you have to be? For
Oh my
Kenny Rogers
God.
to do that?
Hey, I wonder if you're looking for a Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young act. I've got a lead on someone. Tell me if you think these people have any talent.
Well, the best is. Are you
You-
playing something?
I
Teach the children well. I tried to sing that song. Teach the children well.
She's quite
I
talented.
wasn't seriously singing. I was trying to remind him of something. Oh, now I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, so that's my mom.
Yeah. How's it going?
And-
Is it good having your lovely daughter, Shauna Liba, back?
Hey, what does that stand for? Do you remember?
Beautiful love.
Oh,
Shane
we thought
Ali-
Shayna Liba. We thought it was beautiful disaster, but
Well,
Sometimes you don't get what have your name cut out for.
any other big plans besides
I was
Taco
explaining-
Thursday?
I was explaining that you made me eat at 5:30.
it was a 5:45. Well, Dad had to
She
leave.
goes, it's 6 o'clock. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not 6 o'clock.
Well, he had to leave to go to his show. So what was I supposed to do?
I was trying to explain. So what is he scouting talent for his new play?
I don't know what he's doing. He's just
My mom's not a huge fan of the play
Part
shtick.
of the theater scene. He's expected to make an appearance at these
Yeah,
performances.
Well, so I said, I go, you better, come back, quickly when the thing is over, run out of there. And then what'd you say?
well, I said that may not happen because he's looking to scout people and schmooze and.
God forbid he should get back here to get on his daughter's podcast. Who's got a real thing going. He's scouting talent. At how many people did you say the estimated audience size for said show that he's missing this is?
20.
Okay, well, we've got double that watching right now.
Yes, it's a very small select theater.
So my dad, he has to get there 45 minutes early, which we can't understand. And so my mom
You
goes,
want to get the best seat.
yeah, my mom was, there's only 20 fucking people. And he goes, well, if I don't show up, that's a large percentage.
His absence would be noticeable, Corinne.
I understand when you're going to Broadway, you get there, early and all that, but no, not for 20.
You get your playbill, you find out if there's an understudy.
Yeah. I don't
we
think
have that
that's
argument a lot about what time to get there.
Yeah. So I ask us more questions.
I mean,
What else?
the listeners
can
might
you go
want to
get-
ask your mom questions.
That time
You were taking video at Palm?
I was taking video and Dad was like this. I don't know her.
There's no way you were supposed to be taking video. I know that for sure.
No, it was in the stadium and I was like third row and this was a long time ago and I was taking video.
Did you have like the
Why?
full
What-
shoulder mounted VHS camera? Is it that long ago?
No, it was about that big. But,
Oh, okay, handheld.
But it was down here and I aimed it like that. And then this big guy said, you over there. Out.
I need to understand why though. Were you going to rewatch the shitty film you took?
I don't know. I just
Felt like doing something illegal? Wait, can you do me a favor and get the doll you painted to look like me?
Oh, yes, we need to
like
see this.
you.
I know,
This is
but
very important.
I would really like it. It's probably upstairs, right?
Yes, I can.
Could you please get it?
Are you going to make fun of her? I worked very hard on her.
I just think
will not make fun of her.
I think it's a rare thing. Maybe I'm wrong, patrons. If you want to, when we allow you to speak,
Yes.
let me know if your mom painted dolls in your likeness from when you were a baby and then got a vintage carriage to put it in and then leave it at the foot of their bed. Does that sound like a normal thing? Please go get. There's multiple, aren't there?
Well, yeah, there's a newborn, but she's not you. And after you have to start with the newborn when you make the dolls. It's a whole process.
She painted the doll herself.
I did everything.
No, I got that.
Wait, I'm confused.
Please go get her.
Yeah, while you're getting the doll, Dale, I'll ask Corinne some questions. I'm
Yeah.
confused. Was this like a
So-
doll off the shelf that she modified, or is this like a kit? Like
No. She's screaming. She went to a doll making class.
Okay.
That's also a thing. And she took baby pictures of me in. I was like
How old
an
were you
adult.
at this point? Oh, you're grown.
College. I come home and there is this freaky looking motherfucking thing in a carriage. Like it's situated in a baby manger situation.
And
Like-
is she like reenacting what it was like to have the young, beautiful baby Corinne, or is it just
Don't
sort
know.
of decoration? Because that's what I want to know. Is she like, well, Corinne's all grown up and it didn't quite pan out. Let's just roll it back to Corinne at 18 months and see if we could have the doll have a good life.
Oh God, it's so creepy.
Oh my God. Oh, the doll is back.
Yeah. Can you see her?
Oh, here.
Oh, did Corinne have blonde
Doesn't that
hair?
look like Corinne?
So that's a picture of me.
Corinne
Okay.
has teeny pigtails and her tongue was like that.
Corinne, hold the Polaroid right up to the camera.
Oh, okay.
Really
Yeah.
close so that we can get a good sense. Okay, I mean the haircut is correct. Adorable. You look so much like the Corinne you
Blonder?
became. No, I'm not seeing. Well, the doll is blonde. What is with the blonde?
Why did you make the doll blonde?
Did you wish Corinne had been blonde?
This was Corinne's hair when it looked exact. She had blonde hair and tiny little. She didn't have a lot of hair, and I used to make her pigtails, and that's just how her hair looked.
And
She
did
was
you get-
blonde.
Did you get her a blowout before? Because I know
Well,
Corinne's
here
hair
it
tends to
looks
be very
darker.
curly.
It looks dark here, but she was blonde like this.
Okay. But the hair is very straight. At what point did Corinne's hair get curly?
I don't know. It was straight. It was straight for years and years. You wore it in a ponytail. It was
Yeah,
straight.
well-
it wasn't curly like that the way she wears it.
I didn't learn how to use a diffuser till 7th grade. All right, take that creepy thing out of here.
It does look like you, Corinne. Actually, leave it. I think that the doll should stay.
Wait, by the way, who am I to talk? You know Charlie.
Yeah, Corinne, is this where you got it from?
It's a genetics thing. But my son said, "Don't you dare make a doll of me."
I was going to say, is Charlie supposed to be Chad?
No. Charlie has a monocle and like a fucking top hat.
What? Chad is very sophisticated.
Tongue.
Excuse me?
Not that part.
Huh? She used to do that with her tongue. That's the way she.
But tell them you thought I was retarded, remember? So I was born with not enough oxygen, and they told my mom they wouldn't know whether or not I was retarded until I was like 2. I say the R word. Well, is that not true?
No, they said we won't know if anything's wrong until
until she's in her 30s or 40s, and the jury's still out.
And we're starting to realize it's late onset.
My mom used to say when I was in school and I would get A's, she'd go, "Could you imagine if you weren't retarded?" But my tongue, the problem is my tongue was hanging out of my mouth for the first like 2 years of my life. So they were like, "She's definitely touched." And then I got it together. All right. Thank you, Mom.
But wait, hold the doll up, because I feel like the doll, we can make the doll interactive. We have the sound effects. We can just, with the doll, we can program it in so that the doll says things like,
"I don't have a boyfriend. I don't even have friends. I don't know a single person that would help me."
Or like you pull the string and the doll says,
"Well, I guess I'm just a moron."
Or the doll says,
"Hydroxycut, I love."
Oh, not that one.
Did I do that? I mean,
I'm
I don't know why the doll is.
Please don't approach me.
I don't know why the doll is dressed like an Amish.
Well, that's the clothes they had at the place, where I made the doll. Yeah, she is like Amish. That's the clothes.
Have you ever?
They had to.
How long did?
It was a lot of work. I had to file everything and then paint everything, and it was a whole process. A couple of $100 later.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Corinne,
And explain. Doesn't she sit in an expensive vintage carriage?
Yes, she does.
Do you ever take her out for a walk or anything, or is it just strictly for display?
No, she just sits upstairs staring at us.
Next to my dead dog's ashes in a statue that was made in his likeness.
Yikes.
Well, no, we have a You're right. We do have a statue that looks like him, but his ashes are on my dresser.
Oh, I thought it's inside the doll.
No, it's on my dresser in a box. He got a higher priority than you did.
Wow. All right. Well, there you have it, guys.
Wow.
My dad will join us at the end of the call, but
maybe we should take some calls from the patrons.
Yeah. Is it okay to leave it with the speaker as is, or do I have to plug this in?
It's probably better for you to have the headphones in. Cleaner sound.
I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, but there's a chance for feedback and it can get messy. So guys, if you haven't yet and you want to join us, info's in the patron group, 607-200-3663, or you can go to uberconference.com/atfixins. Give people a moment to tune in, Corinne.
I wish I could I
feel like I have so much more insight now.
I know there's so much more stuff I could show you. It's difficult. I got like 19 cords on a laptop. I wanted to show you our backyard, but it's dark now, and we have like a really cool backyard situation.
Yeah. Is that where the animal torture used to take place?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. When I was a little girl, my mom used to say, "Do you have to make a duty?"
Okay, we just have one call on here. I'll bring Felipe on.
Hey, Felipe.
Felipe. Hello, Felipe. Sorry, it always takes a second. Felipe, can you hear us? Apparently not.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll tell you that my father made me walk through the house, pointing out all of the expensive artwork so that in case they die, I know what's worth. He's like, "Don't throw this out. This is worth a lot of money." That's what I did earlier.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you, Felipe.
Yay. Hi, Felipe.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you guys?
We are very good. I'm a little shaken up by the creepy doll, but other than that.
Did I cut out again?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, there we go. It's BU Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh. So Felipe, what's happening, man?
Yeah.
Nothing. Just living the college that the Red Sox win though on Saturday and tomorrow on Saturday, so I can party.
Oh yeah. I'll bet
Home
Boston
of-
is a buzz right now. LA is, everyone in LA is trying to pretend like it's not happening.
Yeah. Boston Red Sox, home of Corinne's former friend boy, Josh Beckett.
Yes, very former, very, very former.
Yeah.
Is that where he lives
Yeah,
now? Josh wasn't from there. He was playing in Florida when
know.
I met him.
He was on the team when I was younger. He hasn't been on it for like years.
Okay.
So Felipe,
Yeah.
what's up?
Yeah. Nothing much. I do have some messages. Sindra Annie couldn't be here because she is packaging syringes for what is it? Safe heroin usage.
Excuse me?
No way.
All conversations and information exchanged during the participation of the survivor with all the
So wait, she's
Yeah.
heroin. I thought she was more of an uppers type of chick, but
That
I do too, but
that sounds
she
like
said
some
that's why she couldn't be here.
Mom, I swear to God, get that fucking phone.
so Cindrix Annie couldn't be here. Any other messages you're passing on?
Wait, that sounds like something Ken McNichol would do.
Heroin?
Honestly,
Well, packaging the needles, like, he'd hand
I
out.
can't even with Ken McNichol anymore. He posted an Instagram photo yesterday.
I don't follow him.
He posted his I was on Survivor too, and it was a picture of him kind of making a gritting face, Corinne, where he says, "That face you make when you've gone out and hunted and fished and got the firewood and see that no one's tended to the fire," or something like that.
He sent me a text. That's funny because I unfollowed him ages ago, so I didn't see that. But he sent me this text, which was like, so he said, okay, so I said, he said, so I sent him a text saying, I'm in Utah, not sure, or no. I said, hey, I'm not watching this season, but I'm here tonight and I'll watch it with you if you're around. Reason being, I knew that Kellen and that Gabby chick were having a party. So I was like, watch this, motherfuckers. I was going to get him and Benry. Benry was like, no, thank you. And then I figured Ken's always good for it. And he's like, I have my daughter till Friday. Are you around next week? So I was like, I'm in Utah. Not sure when I'm flying back. I might be. So he goes, or we can hang out and not watch the show. Winky face. And I was like,
excuse me?
It always feels like he's hitting on me, which I don't think he is, but he's just like socially
He's
terrible.
100% hitting on you.
So I wrote back, oh, I fucking hate Survivor. You don't have to twist my arm. And he wrote, so you're not like Adam and others who get erections when they see Jeff. I was like, Jeff actually has me blocked on Twitter. He goes, are you shitting me? I was like, no, he blocked me. So I send him a screenshot of Jeff Probst blocked you,
Yeah.
I'm blocked by Jeff. And I said, I never even tweeted at him. Twitter just isn't even my thing. I don't know why he blocked me. He then responds with this. Minutes after they stopped filming our finale, a couple producers came up and asked what I thought. I said they could save a lot of money by filming the show in a hotel or house like Big Brother, since survival doesn't mean shit anymore.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yeah, Cochran won my second season. I'm aware.
Oh God.
And then he's like, they kept trying to bait me to say things about the other people and I wouldn't. Half of my season should have died out there. And I was like, yeah, they called me back because I did talk shit about other people. Like, you probably should have done that.
Anyways, talking shit about other people wouldn't have made Ken interesting. Just like cooking all of the food and doing all the camp work didn't make him likable to his fellow castaways.
He is like, it's a fresh wound. Like, I think he doesn't watch because he's like, it's like difficult for him.
Yeah, because this
kid is an ass clown.
I'm just over it.
Yeah.
Adam won. Hannah got more votes than him, didn't she?
I think he got 0 votes, right?
Yeah, I think so. It must fucking burn him up that Hannah, she didn't even catch an octopus.
Like, that matters to anyone.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about at this. Oh, yeah. I want to know, Corinne, why didn't you crash Kellen's party last night?
So I saw you tag me in that and I was like, all right, if it was like the hot cop or really any dude that I wanted to meet, fine. But it's a girl throwing a party for another girl. And like, honestly, it's not that, like, obviously I'm not averse to crashing a party. It's just, I didn't want to be there. Like, it wasn't you, girl. It wasn't like it's not Jillian. I'm not tormenting anyone. It's not, there's nothing fun. It would require me to leave my house in cold weather to go to a party that I don't want to be at to watch a show I'm not watching. Like, no, thank you. But okay, I figured,
sorry, go ahead.
I figured that the the thing I would be willing to do is go, because I want to do the TV party app stuff. So I was like, all right, I'll go to Ken or Benry, but forget Benry. He's never going to watch that show again.
Yeah.
He's way too important for that.
Yes.
But I'm supposed to go with Benry if I fly back from Utah on the 31st to a haunted house.
It's not going to happen.
Fuck that. I think it is now because Max knows this because I've complained about it offline, but like I adore Benry. Like I think he's really cool and I think he's great. The problem with Benry is he knows I moved here and I don't know anyone and he's constantly doing cool shit, but this is what he does. Hey, are you going to music festival this weekend? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know. Let me look at the lineup. Oh shit, that looks great. Yeah, I would totally come. He's like, cool, find me. All right, so what am I supposed to do? Go myself? So every time he every week sends me a message about some cool ass shit that's going on and then like doesn't invite me to go with him. Like just like it's shitty.
Does he have a girlfriend or a wife or something?
I don't think he has a wife. Maybe he has a girlfriend. But
okay.
and then the worst was when he hit me and was like, what are you doing this afternoon? And I was like, oh, nothing. Actually, I'm wide open. What are you doing? He's like, I'm going to lunch with Chase. And I was like, what's Chase doing here? He's like, oh, he's playing at the Forum. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And I go, all right, well, like, if you guys go out after, like, let me know. Because he was going to his concert. Thinking, I stayed up. I didn't even take my Ambien. A full face of makeup in bed, like.
Waiting for the call.
No call. So I was like, this motherfucker. So you just called to tell me you're going to lunch and then to Chase's concert? What?
Quinn, you are tight with Jody. Why are you not using the Jody connection to get at least on the list or something?
So I will not say who, but someone did give me his phone number once, but I don't want to use it because it's weird. Like I don't know him at all, and I don't think he'd know who I was.
So have Jody hook it up.
Well, Jody would do that if I was in LA. I don't think she could do that in Denver. Well, in any case, even if she hooks it up, now I'm going by myself to this concert, right? Like I don't know anyone. All right, fine. So here's what I did. So this weekend on Friday night, I had my buddy Finesse Mitchell, who I cannot say enough good things. It's special. It's called The Spirit Told Me to Tell You. It's on Showtime this whole month. He's fucking hilarious. He's amazing. He was doing 5 shows in Denver at the Denver Improv. So he was like, why don't you come to the, you'll go backstage. It was so cool. I love being a fucking lot lizard. Like I loved it. Like I was in the back. Like, by the way, he's so like stereotypical. He, in his green room, asks for, what flavor was it? Coconut Ciroc.
Oh,
so
God.
I'm stuck, but I like during the show, I have my own waiter. Like, so I'm just like fucking around in the green room. And then he does his first set and I'm like, your crowd work was amazing. I love the bit you did about Uber. And he's like, I just made that up on stage. He's so good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Is
after
he
the
as
first
good
show,
as EDM though? That's what I want to know.
No one can touch the world's foremost psoriasis comedian.
EDM.
However, then I hit up my friend that's on the Nuggets and I was like, yo, what are you doing? Come to his 9:45 show because the shows are close to where my friend lives. So he's like, yeah, I'll come out. He comes out to the show and he's like, you guys want to go out after this? I'm like, yeah. He calls up the rookies. So the rookies are at a ratchet club. Yeah. And I'm talking, there are girls with their feet on the wall twerking in handstand position.
Whoa.
So, which I'm fine. It's fine. I'm definitely the only white person in this entire place, which is also fine.
Half white.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 40%. Anyways, we're having a blast. I take a bunch of pictures. I upload, whatever. It's the rookies. It's Finesse. It's the coach. Like, so we're all hanging out. It's really, really, really fun. The next morning, Benry is like, oh, what's up? How's your weekend? And I was like, oh, pretty good. I took out the rookies from the Nuggets last night. My buddy from SNL was in town and he's like, we should hang out. And I'm like, oh, should we? Oh, because I have unlimited Nuggets tickets. Like, yeah.
You should do that. Just be like, oh, the Nuggets are they're hosting the Lakers this weekend. LeBron will be in town.
Yeah. I hope you get tickets.
Hope you can go.
Maybe we can run into each other at the concession stand.
Whoa. Sorry. Richard just started talking. Yeah. Oh God. There was something I wanted to wind back to. Oh, this is what it is. Okay. Kellen. Obviously, if we're talking Kellen, as we were a moment ago, we have to talk Kellen Bradley.
I talked to him today.
Okay. You saw the thing I posted in the patron group.
Yeah.
Am I onto something here?
You mean the Aubrey thing?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that well, I mean, he's so opportunistic. I could see him like glomming
Yes.
onto someone that's about to be on TV again, but I don't think so.
Well, I mean, maybe he got it in his head that Bradley and Kellen as a couple not getting on Amazing Race,
yeah.
but maybe Bradley with a slightly more relevant, popular female Survivor contestant.
I think the word you're looking for is memorable at all.
Yes, yes. Likeable, memorable.
Listen, I'm gonna say what I think. The truth of the matter is that Aubrey is not gonna go for Bradley. I don't think
You don't
that's her
think?
type. I don't.
What do you think her type is? You saw her ex.
I don't remember what he looked like.
He looked like the clerk from the comic book shop.
Yeah, well,
Nice
that's what I'm
guy,
saying.
but like,
I think
there's
that's what she
there's
likes
a
that.
reason why she is no longer seeing him since she's moved to LA. I think.
Listen, good for them if the two of them are together, but I just don't
I don't
sell
know.
it on
I just
social
saw that
media.
picture and I
I know.
thought Bradley doesn't do anything without some sort of calculated outcome in mind.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know that you're right. He glommed onto her very early on when he came on the scene. He kind of like made it known he wanted to know Aubrey and just fucking installed himself like Brooke Bridges on Cole's dick. Anyways, Felipe, you're still on the line. Did you have anything else
Oh,
you wanted to
shit,
say? We've got some
sorry.
other callers lined up,
Yeah,
but I don't want to.
we should let people talk.
leave
That's
you
what these
hanging
are
here.
for.
Yeah, the sent me a message just to say hi was Baby Luke, who's currently at a Shrek production that he's involved with, directed by a racist teacher
Oh.
of his.
Okay.
With
a racist actual teacher.
it's slightly larger audience than the play Dr. Kaplan is at right now.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't wait for him to come home because if it's only the theater only holds 20, not all 20 are going to show up. So there's possibly like 16 people. Like this is the sound of one hand clapping.
All right, Felipe, thank you for
Thank you.
relaying all the messages. We love you, buddy, and hope to see you again real soon.
Yeah, have a good night.
Take care. Goldie.
Hi, Goldie.
Oh, hold on one sec, Goldie. I clicked on the wrong button. Goldie, you should be unmuted now. What's going on?
Hey, is it working? Oh,
It is
Yeah.
working. Goldie, another one of our friends who we met in Vegas for the first time.
She was
that was
you were my favorite person to talk to on TV Party app. She's very funny.
thank you. I like to get my rage out through yelling about terrible television shows on app.
Totally.
So I think it works.
So, Goldie, what is up? What have you been up to since we last saw you? Are you part of the traveling caravan? Did you go immediately to New York to continue the party?
I did, and I didn't go back to Toronto in between, which was probably dumb. because
Whoa.
I drank for I don't know how many straight days.
Holy shit. Jesus.
At a certain point, you and Josh Creek just woke up in adjoining hospital rooms.
Oh, Josh went home. So
Oh, Josh went home in between. Oh, so did you stay in Vegas?
yeah, because I thought it'd be cheaper. It was fine. I
Oh my
pretended
God.
to I work from home 2 days a week, so I was working from Vegas in the casino while drinking.
Whoa.
I was gonna say it probably was cheaper because Vegas is pretty cheap during the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like not very much money, and I was like, whatever. I lived in New
Yeah.
York. I don't need to go there.
Was there anyone else around? Did anybody stick around? I know some of the people were there until Monday.
I think they left early in the day, and I was taking the red eye Monday night.
Okay.
Oh, and I was supposed to be working. So,
So you didn't like go to an escape room with Adam Klein or anything like that?
oh my God, that would be like jail. Like prison.
So what else is up, Goldie?
Oh, my birthday's tomorrow. so
Whoa.
Oh.
yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, but it's, Halloween weekend, so it's not like a super thingy. But thank you.
So what birthday is this, if you don't mind us asking?
It is 26 on the 26th.
Oh my God, you're almost as old as Corinne.
Almost.
I know,
You know,
right? Catching up.
Eliza's birthday is Halloween also.
No, it's not. I think it's Christmas, right?
Oh, you know
Very
what? You're
good.
right.
Goldie, you are correct.
I was in my head like, fuck, I didn't send her something.
Sorry, Eliza. So 26th birthday, that is exciting, but don't let Halloween overshadow your moment or colonize the Halloween party. Take it over, commandeer it, make it all about you.
Yeah, that sounds like a really great idea. I'm just going to show up at my friend's party and be like, this is my birthday party now.
Yeah, dude,
Sorry.
just knock over the pumpkin, put down a birthday cake. What are you going as? Do you have a costume?
I have cat ears somewhere. I really haven't had a lot of time. I should have probably done something real.
That's good enough.
Probably.
Corinne, are you able to share with us any more information about the costumes?
My mom is currently tailoring one of my costumes, my really special costume. It's not the actual outfit is just a regular outfit. It's just the person I'm being. It's just so unique. It's such a smart idea. But the one I have for for Saturday for Gab's party. So Gab's party is 90s grunge themed. So I'm going as Courtney Love, obviously.
Oh,
and
of course.
I have the exact replica. Hold on. I'm going to show you on my phone. Stop it. So this is let me turn up the brightness. This is this is Courtney on the cover of Spin magazine.
Yes.
So I have the exact blonde wig. I have the tiara, and then where the fuck is I have that dress. I can't find the picture of it. Oh, here we go. Here's the dress I ordered.
That's
So
awesome.
I literally have an exact replica of it, which is going to be fucking awesome. That costume's really good. Like I will look exactly like she looks on the cover of Spin, but the costume I have the following Thursday is really, really good.
And you're not going to let us know?
I'm too afraid it's too easy to copy. Like I'm afraid someone's going to, and it took so many Amazon returns. I can't, it was like the hardest thing to find. I don't know why. And even what I have is not identical. Like it's not 100%, but you'll get what it is. It's just a wig and a costume that my mom has to tailor. So there you have it. Anyways, somebody, I forgot who, put in the Patreon group a really smart costume idea that I thought was so cute. She wore a Hawaiian shirt and a bottle of Prozac around her neck, and she went as a tropical depression.
Ah, very good.
I love those kinds of costumes. Years ago, I think I've gone over this, but this is my favorite, best costume of all time. It was a one-piece black unitard, and on it, I had around my waist, I had handcuffs, I had panties, I had fake lines of cocaine. Then I had a Plan B prescription. I had broken cigarettes, broken condoms, and then Matt, my best friend, was dressed like a bellhop, and the back of his jacket said "No vacancy, color TV," and he had all the pamphlets from the hotel, or a motel, and we went as the after party on the hotel lobby.
Yes, very
and
good.
That's my favorite. I love creative costumes. My costume next week is very creative, I think, kind of.
Okay.
But I don't want to give it away. I actually had a patron that reached out via DM and was like, "Is this what you're doing?" And he guessed it.
Whoa.
And I was like, "You fucking tell anyone, I will know." So he swore he will not.
Oof. Well,
I'm really excited to see the costume.
As an adult, I will not be dressing up or going out or handing out any candy. I think I have a few boxes of raisins if any children should be so bold as to ring my doorbell.
You have black cats.
I do have black cats, yes.
Like you're like a hermit.
Well, yes, you might put it that way, Goldie. If you're an asshole, but I have black cats. Where are you going with that, Corinne? Like I could be a witch or...
Well, you're already like part there for the Halloween thing.
Yeah, that's my costume. I'm the guy, the hermit in the big house with the black cats. Thank you.
Yeah.
Goldie, anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's about it.
All right.
Talking about.
Thanks, dear.
Well, happy almost birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. Everybody make sure to wish Goldie a happy birthday tomorrow. For your birthday, Goldie, I know what I'm getting you. I'm getting you a boyfriend, and I'm going to just buy Michael Yerger for you because apparently that's the thing you can do now.
I don't know what I do with a boyfriend, but thank you.
Well, Michael Yerger, there's not much you can do with him except look at him. So,
well, you guys, if you're not aware, on the Patreon page, please look at this. Some girl you can buy a boyfriend for a day, and that boyfriend is Michael Yerger. So
I think I might hold on to that and play it on the air.
Oh,
next time, Corinne. I would like to get your reaction. Have you watched the video yet?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Don't watch.
Okay.
I think your reaction will be pretty good.
I'm just like so uncomfortable. All of these are like my little pets. Like I found Yerger when he was 19, and like
I don't know if you found him or if like the television network who put him on found him and the modeling agency.
Look, he found me. He came up to me and he was like, "I modeled with your ex." Da, 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 da. And I was like, I mean, I really hate that all of these people are becoming like adult humans or whatever. Like I want them in cages, all of them in a zoo setting.
Well, I'm sure that they will pretty soon go off the rails, Corinne, and you will be there to scoop them up.
All of these people are going to end up with DUIs or arrests. You'll see them on TMZ next, for sure.
Oh, yeah. All right, Goldie. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Another person, Corinne, who we met in Vegas, Renan, on the line. Renan, who I
Brazilian.
recently learned, I've been like hyping up the fact that Renan came from Brazil to see us. Renan's Brazilian, but he lives in San Francisco. So I kind of overestimated the distances he had traveled.
It's still a flight.
Hey guys, can you hear
Hi.
me?
We can.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Hey, yes, hey. Oh my gosh, yes, Max. It was so funny whenever you mentioned in the previous episode that I was like, yeah, Renan from Brazil. And I was like,
I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, we got South Americans coming up to hang out.
I always go there though because most of my family's over there. I only have my dad here. So I mean Brazil is home still. So,
Well, let's just pretend from now on that you're just visiting San Francisco because it gives us more cred, makes us seem more
that
international.
sounds great. Yeah. That's deal.
So Renan,
I'm the Brazilian.
Renan, has your liver healed up since we saw you in Vegas?
Oh, I've been only drinking. You can only kill a hangover with another one. So I've been only like keeping it up. And that's what I mean. Yeah, as of right now, you guys can probably hear me. Like there's this shit that's coming out because I'm very fucked up, and I have a really good. I mean, I'd say good question for you guys.
Okay.
For Corinne and Max. So today, the question's based off a grinder hookup that I had today.
Oh,
today.
boy.
I met this
Dude.
guy. Yeah, today. Yeah,
By
earlier
6
today.
p.m.
Yeah,
by
it
6
was-
p.m. You've already got one under your belt. You got the whole evening ahead of you, dude.
Hashtag morning wood. Yeah.
I wish I was gay. It would be so fucking awesome.
So I live around Union Square, and there are a lot of hotels around here. So I ended up like chatting with this guy that like was visiting. He is visiting, and he was staying in this pretty nice hotel around here, and he rented a penthouse. And he was like, "Oh, do you want to party?" And I was like, "Oh, like okay, like party." So I was like, "Oh, do you want to party? Like, do you want to have more people over?" So he said, "No, it's just me." So when I got there, he
party
had,
with Tina?
like,
That's what I was trying to think of, Max. I couldn't remember what it was.
So
I
yeah,
hope not.
so when I got there, he said, "Do you fuck with blow?" And he had bags, and I was like, "Oh, no, not really though."
With you in Las Vegas.
Yes, legit. And then and then he was like, and then I could tell that he was already fucked up because I was sober, but he was fucked up.
Yeah.
And we started getting into it, and he was telling me what he was doing, and he was just like, "You're over here for a business travel," like apparently. But he as we're making out and like going at it, he asked me, he's like, "Oh, if I wire you $1,000, would you brown shower me?" Like brown shower, like,
no.
And apparently he's straight, so he's like, "Yeah, this is like the girls that I've been hooking up with." Because whenever I met him on Grindr, his profile was like he had no picture. So he sent me a picture while we were chatting.
Wait, I'm gonna dispute that. He's in the middle of making out with you, asking you to take a dump on him, but he's maintaining that he's straight.
We're making out,
Not
we're
straight.
all like, beating off each other, and then he's like, no, before like before I took off my clothes or anything, he's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of straight, so if you could go kind of easy on me," and I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what you mean." I'm
Whoa.
bottom, yeah, so
He didn't want you to rough him up too much.
I don't know, but he was, and then like as we're like doing that, he's like, "Yeah, like if I wire you $1,000," he's like, he's craving, he's just like, he's just saying to say that he has money and a lot of it. So as we're making out and we're like doing shit, he just goes and whispers in my ear. He's like, "Oh, like, do you like if I wire you $1,000, would you brown shower me?" And I was like,
"Whoa,
no."
Whoa, $1,000.
It's good money, Renan.
No. And my question to you guys is that like, if you guys were ever in a relationship, or if you guys were ever like if you guys were offered some money or something in exchange, would you guys ever do it? Would you do it, Max, with a girl? Like, would you shit on a girl? I don't know, on her titties or wherever, or would you, Corinne? Like, would you do something like that? Like, would you get there? Like, I just don't.
No, I
see
would
myself getting there.
Okay, two things. Yeah, one, I don't do that on command, but two, and I definitely don't go to someone's hotel room I think I'm going to hook up with myself in distress. Like, that's an odd, like,
you go load up on some Ethiopian before, or maybe like have
enema?
a quesadilla and some refried beans, or
why would I even like be in that predicament? But also, if you were to do that, I would say for sure get the money ahead of time. And I had lost control of my actual assets. Because I would think that is a situation where he's going to film it. Like, there's some kind of nefarious purpose that isn't getting off. And I think
right, like,
it doesn't sound kosher to me. No,
definitely not kosher.
Yeah, like I don't really. I'm like, and it was like my first time meeting him, and he was just like, oh, and I was like, no, I wouldn't. I was like, and he was like, oh, I was like, I'm not feeling it because I only take my bowel movements like early in the morning, you know. So I was like, I'm not really like, I'm not feeling it. I haven't eaten anything yet. And he's like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then like he started like, oh, he was gross because like he started like trying to like lick my feet and shit, and I don't like that shit.
This guy,
okay, but anyway,
he's not straight or gay.
Yeah,
he's savage. Like, he's an animal.
Oh, honestly, it was just so gross, and I was like, what? Yeah,
honestly, that sounds like something that would happen in Brazil, not San Francisco. Like, that has fucking
are you sure
South
you're not
America written all
Rio?
over it.
Okay, so Renan, to answer your question, as a person of the Jewish faith who has been known to suffer from the irritable bowel syndrome, I don't think whatever fetish this guy has, that this is what he has in mind. The kind of business that I'm getting involved in, that Corinne, that other fellow members of the tribe, you might be thinking something a lot neater and cleaner than what you're going to experience if you're fucking around with a Jew and the brown shower.
The first thing I was thinking is it would be a shower because it would not be solid.
No, it would not be solid.
Yeah.
Second of all, for me with a woman, no, I'm disgusted. I know we're not supposed to kink shame, but it's kind of okay to say it's fucking disgusting poop play. And any woman who I would be into, I mean, if a woman I was with was like, this is the only thing that gets me off, this is what I need, I would probably have to say, I would probably have to say you have to do that with someone else, because that's not my scene.
As is always the case with me, I think in terms of logistics. So I'm gonna shit on you, and then who's cleaning it up, and then how long is it marinating? Is the entire room gonna stink? And then is it smeared? What is your cleanup? Where are you gonna then take it and put it in the toilet?
You bring the wet wipes.
I mean,
he was very high. He was just like, I want to see it all brown. He told me that, and I'm like, all brown. And I'm like, ugh. And I was just like, no. And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh. Because I was like, no, not at all. And he's like, oh, if I put it in, will it come out all brown on my cock? And I'm like, no, it's not happening.
Whoa.
And I was like, no.
I hope you got the fuck out of there.
Renan, I don't know if Grindr has a feature.
$1,000, but I did, yeah.
I don't know if Grindr has a feature where you leave a rating, but I think you should leave him 1 of 5 stars.
I just blocked. I'll just block him. I haven't blocked him yet, just for receipts.
Wow.
I'll get that. No, that was crazy, guys. That was crazy. That was like, and it was like the morning of the hangout. Like, I'm so pumped up. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna talk to Max and Corinne, hopefully, and this shit happened, and I was just like,
You might want to tell this guy to become a patron, because I would like to talk.
He's
to
got
him.
money to spare.
Yeah, if he's got $1,000 he wants to spend on people with bowel problems. 607 AT Fixins.
I know in Belize that really famous billionaire used to do. He had the hammocks, and he cut a hole out of them, and the girls would have to shit into his mouth. Laying on the hammock. Yeah, what I can't remember who fucking
Don McAfee, the guy who with the drugs and the killing people. Oh my god.
Yes. And they interview these girls in the documentary, and they're like, he told me to get in the hammock and then I do caca. I mean, it's really a thing in Central and South America. I'm just,
Wow, Corinne.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you just said that. I'm going to cut that into a song.
Well, that is a good story.
I want.
I have
yeah.
had situations where, like, the only thing, I don't know. When I was younger, like I've always dated married guys, but I dated a married guy for a while who, what happens is they can't pay for your airline ticket because it'll show up on the credit card, and you can't pay for airline tickets in cash. So I would have to pay my ticket, and then they would give me the cash back for it, which feels a little hoary. So I would fly, like I went to London, and like at the time I was like 22. It was expensive. Like, it was international. I flew myself to London, and I didn't fly myself first class because I was paranoid. Like, what if he doesn't give me the money back? I mean, he had a lot of money, but as soon as I got to the hotel, I was like, "Where's the cash for the flight?" And he's like, "Well, I have it." And I was like, "Great, can I have it? Put it on the nightstand." He goes, "Corinne, here's what you don't want: the cash on the nightstand. Like that. That doesn't seem like, let's not do that." But yeah, so I had to rely like many times on them, paying me back.
Wow.
Well, now there's Venmo, but you can't have a paper trail if it's a married guy,
Yeah. Well, Renan.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, he said he's straight. He said he's all about those other things. And whenever I showed up there and he had white girls, so I was like, bye. So I just did the minimum. Yeah. But it was funny though, because I was digging into it. I was like, how far can you go? Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I don't know who's going to beat this.
Yeah.
It was just funny I just thought it would be a good question to ask you guys, and thank you so much for everything that you guys have done.
No, thank you. You're the one who gave us the gift tonight. Renan, it was great hearing your voice, man. Look forward to seeing you again next West Coast event. We'll expect you there, maybe LA sometime around the end of the Survivor season, maybe toward the end of the year. We'll all get together. We'll hang out again. We'll take poopies on each other, Corinne. We'll eat each other's scrum.
Might as well.
All right, buddy. All right, dude.
All right, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. That was really disturbing. Corinne, we've got someone from Maryland, and I know whose number this is, but I can't remember.
Maryland.
Is it Connor? Connor, is that you?
Yeah. Wait, am I muted or?
No, you're on, buddy. What's going on?
Okay. Good. No, I can't tell.
The one and only Connor the Virgin, guys, welcoming him to the show.
What's up, guys?
Well, we just heard about Renan being asked to crap on a businessman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught like the second half of that. That was pretty disturbing. I was eating my dinner too, so not the best.
Oh, wait, before I forget, let me interrupt. I have Vince staying with me, and I was brushing my teeth this morning, and he came in with a bottle of lotion, and he was like, "Here, check this out. It's really good." And I was like, "Okay, what do you want me to do with this?" I sniffed it, I handed it back, and he said, "This reminds me of the time I was running my online sex shop."
I'm sorry.
And every story starts like that. And I said, "Oh, okay." And I always like pretend like I know what he's talking about. And I said, "Oh, okay." And he said, "We were once given a solicitation for a lube. It was a company that wanted us to carry their product. And they advertised it as a lube, all organic, all natural, fully edible, possible to use for oral, for anal, for everything, and also doubled as a dog treat."
What?
Yeah.
What? Well, how does a dog know to go for it? You put like a dollop in your hand and the dog's going to come over like catnip?
I think it's more like you put a dollop on your dick or your asshole or your... Right?
Well, why bother? Just get peanut butter.
Well, because peanut butter is a terrible lube.
I see. So the... Are they?
Yeah. Guys, this is what you get when you tune into the live shows.
Jesus Christ.
Stuff that we would never talk about.
Doing it from my childhood home.
Yes. Well, there's a strange doll that looks exactly like you staring at you from across the room.
Mm-hmm.
Connor, sorry, we interrupted. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah.
Nothing much. I just got off work, so I missed the first part of the hang, but I've been well. I'm in the Outer Banks right now doing like a field study, and I'm kind of getting tired of everyone here because it's like 13 of us living in a house together. So I'm starting to see
13.
people. Yeah, well, we're staying in a guest house, so there's like us, our group, and then there's people that come in and out. Some stay for like months, some stay for like a week. So it kind of feels like a hostel, but it's like much nicer.
Wow. Sounds like sort of place Ken would stay in.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit higher caliber, but
yeah. So Connor, you are part of the committee that is organizing the upcoming Washington, D.C. hang. I believe that's November 9th through 11th in our nation's capital.
Yes. It started out as me going up there for a concert with a friend, and then I told a few people, and then now it's just blossomed into like I think we have like 15 people at least confirmed.
Damn.
Lee, Annie, the Wonder Twins, of course.
Wow.
Michael Edge, Allison, who's already going to be in DC. Megan, John Barry. Yeah, we got
That's
a few
so
others
cool.
that I'm forgetting right now. But,
you know,
yeah,
I once had a hang in. I had a hang in Denver, and 6 people showed up.
Yes.
And I'm the co-host of this podcast.
Yes. Oh no, Corinne. I've long since come to terms with the fact that Syndrex Annie outdraws us.
Apparently, always.
Connor, Annie, Michael Vag, these people bring the crowds.
Annie's the Christina Coria of ATF. She does everything.
I don't know. Christina Coria is the Christina Coria of ATF.
Yeah, true. No one can replace her.
So, Connor, do you have a question or anything in particular you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, I had I don't have a story, especially not one that lives up to the Renan story. But I did have a question for both of you guys. Kind of inspired of something that just happened to me. So what's the biggest lie that you've ever gotten caught in? And whether it be like your parents when you were younger or just any lie that.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch this one. Corinne, go for it.
I don't know. For one thing, I'm not a good liar and I don't lie very often. I just don't. In fact, I'm so convinced people will think I'm lying because most of my stories are so outrageous that I go out of my way to make sure that like there's verification for anything I say. Like I'm not really a liar. I did lie. I don't know why this to me is so cringeworthy. I don't know. It's just terrible. I had a roommate when I first moved to New York and I did not like her. It was like a friend of a friend. I was desperate. Like it was so expensive to live in New York City. So she was my roommate and she had a normal day job. I worked in a bar at night and was like doing acting shit during the day. So I was just like fucking around all the time. But I was making a fuck ton of money, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, I don't know why, but like, you know, I don't keep food in the house really, but she did. And I ate a bunch of her peanut butter. I don't really remember in what context, but like not a lot of it, but like maybe like this much of her peanut butter. And this fucking crazy bitch came home and she's like, confronts me about it. And she's like, you know, I just want to say, if you're going to eat any of my food, then you need to replace it. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, my peanut butter. And I remember like getting wasted at some point and like dipping pretzels in this fucking peanut butter. I mean, we're talking a very minor amount of peanut butter. So I instantly like I do, I was like, are you out of your mind? I have a severe peanut allergy.
Oh my God.
I most certainly did not touch your peanut butter. Cut to literally the next day, I come home with a Chinese chicken salad that has peanuts in it. And I'm eating it on the couch next to her. And she's like, anaphylaxis, huh? Like really? I'm watching you eat peanuts. And like, I got busted, but I would not own it. And I just felt really stupid about it. I don't know. I don't lie very often, but I'm not very good at it.
I mean, Corinne, you lied about having cancer.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Debbie.
I did. I had it. I just didn't have it at the same time as she did.
You just didn't have it at the time you said you had it.
No, it was a white lie.
You lied to
omission.
the Moodle about having a boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, that was necessary.
I could just go down. You lied about being a qualified dental hygienist.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
almost
probably
killed an Asian man.
Yeah, you should ask my dad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I never, I don't know. I can't think of a good example of getting like completely busted. I mean, I've been parts of lies and then like had to take the fall. Like every friend I have, they're with me when they're cheating. Like Corinne, say I was with you. I was out really late because Corinne got drunk. I had to take care of her. Like when that's never the case. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have a good story for you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it. Sorry, man.
Pass on that one.
Connor, it's great to hear your voice, buddy. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
Guys, we've got room on the line for some more callers. We're biding time until the one and only Fred Kaplan joins us, fresh off of the performance of Shrek at Baby Luke's high school.
All right, so now I'm gonna put my dad on.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, he has to go to the bathroom first, he says.
Okay, yeah, well.
Hurry up. We're waiting for you.
He's got to check his makeup. Does your dad do the makeup too, or was it just your grandfather?
No, wait. Mom, come here for a second. I'm going to take this out so you can hear her. Max, ask me what you just asked me.
I said, does your father wear makeup, or is it just your grandfather?
Do you remember when Alex would wear foundation? And
he did wear a little, only because he had all those skin cancer things that he was trying to cover.
That's not why. He said all the world's a stage. He showed up with Cary Grant outfit for Rosh Hashanah.
Well, he always wore a jacket and tie. That was
no. It was a bolero.
Oh well, yeah, he had a lot of bolero.
All right, she's not playing.
Corinne, you want to tilt the camera just a little bit so that we could see your mom and or dad?
Yeah, my dad's coming. All right, get up. You're done.
Not down. I meant more kind of in the direction.
Hold on.
Perfect. Yes.
Okay, Dad, listen, here's the rules.
Oh, it's Dr. Kaplan. Hello.
Make him a drink.
Good to see you.
Here's the rules. You got to talk into the microphone when you want to speak. So
I've only been in the entertainment business for 15 years as an entertainment agent. So I think I know that rule.
Corinne, he knows show business.
We wanted to ask you about first of all, how was the play and how many people are in attendance?
Maybe 20, and the play was a lot of fun. It was interactive, and they had multiple rooms that you went through. It was really pretty cool. If I knew what this was going to be about, I would have invited my staff.
Oh, well, I don't know if there'd be enough room. Is it capacity of 20?
Capacity, yeah, something like that. Yeah, it wouldn't be enough room for my entire staff. No.
Okay, so basically my dad went to an escape room.
So was there any noteworthy talent that you might have your eye on for a future production?
Actually, there was. They were pretty good. They were thespian and lesbian actors.
Oh, very good.
We were talking earlier about how Mom's wall of illegal photos that she's taken. How many have you been privy to?
Illegal. I've been privy to all of them. I mean, I was not. I was not on board with it. I mean, I didn't, I went in there. I didn't know this woman. I had nothing to do with her.
I was going to say, when she gets thrown out of the concert, do you have to leave with her, or do you just pick her up afterwards?
Hell no. You know what? I just said, take the bitch. I have no idea who she is.
Well, because I imagine you've got good seats to see Paul McCartney, and suddenly she's being hauled away with like a full video rig. And you're like,
yeah, you know what? She sits there. We're in a second row, and understand this is a football stadium. So we're looking at over 100,000 people, and we're in the second row, and they have security guards. As a matter of fact, we were so close up front that these big screens that you could see the concert on were behind us.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we were there. I mean, literally, if Paul McCartney, shook his brow, the sweat would hit us. And she sits there first. She takes out her camera. And she's shooting individual.
Hold on. So she had still photos and video.
No. Wait. It started with still photos, and I'm punching her in the ribs and saying, "Put that damn thing away." And then she pulls out a goddamn video camera. Okay, I said, she's out. You're out of your mind. And then now she's videoing him, and that was it. I was done. I don't.
Why? But what I don't understand is
check your bag when you come in. But I had the camera sitting underneath. I had a couple of sandwiches on top. So I opened the bag. I said, "Let me see what's in your bag? I said, oh, I have some sandwiches. Is that okay? Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. But I had the camera under the sandwiches.
So that's
the
trick.
I mean, who would think? I mean, it was a good trick because, two Jews bringing sandwiches. I mean,
By the way, we didn't even address why you brought sandwiches. GEWS.
Well, Corinne, the concessions can be very expensive.
Did you hear?
Wait. Just in case McCartney got hungry, we'd have something for him.
But what I really don't understand, Dad, is what are you going to do with this fucking video? Like, you're going to rewatch a shitty bootleg video of the concert you were second row at?
You're asking the wrong. You're preaching to the church choir. I was totally against this video. This was all her idea.
When the guy hauled me off, he just sat there like this, literally looking the other way. He could care less. I was being hauled off.
Hey, she was warned by me. She knew what the consequences are.
So you know what he did? He took the tape out and he went like this.
Oh no!
So humiliated.
And he said, I'm going to let you sit back. After he let me sweat a bit, because he says, I have the rights. I could throw you out of this concert right now. And I didn't want to miss the concert.
Yeah.
So he said, deal is you put that thing away and I don't see it ever again. He goes, or then you're going to be in big trouble. So.
And you guys remember, I just recently got in trouble with Franny for doing the exact same thing as Jimmy Kimmel. No, Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
Fallon, Kimmel. Yeah. Yeah.
Apple does not far fall from the tree.
Did she tell you about the Kenny Rogers?
Yeah, we got that story.
Oh, we got the Kenny story.
Oh yeah.
Look at the disgust in his face.
I mean, literally, he stopped an entire concert, took the camera from her.
Yeah.
And said, I mean, we didn't need security guards. He took the camera from us.
Oh my God.
I mean,
by the way, though, I'm impressed that my dad keeps going to shows and sitting so close.
Well, Dr. Kaplan,
crazy
as someone who's involved in show business, you probably really sympathize with the artists. They're up there, they're giving it their all. They're trying to be in the moment, pour their hearts out into the performance, and they've got Dale like, hold on a sec.
The thing is, this isn't like the cameras today. This is Dale with floodlights on the cameras. I mean, where she's shooting and you get these big bright lights going off. And Kenny Rogers is looking at us, and every time she picks up the camera, he turns his head because he wants to avoid the lights, and she doesn't stop. And I said to her, "Look, he's getting pissed. You got to stop this." No, there's no stopping Dale. I mean, this just
she's got to get the perfect shot for the wall. Like, what is the point? Oh man. Well, we wanted you to, if you want, I know it's a secret, if you want to tease your new play.
Yeah. Would you like to tell anybody, tell us, excuse me, about
the
follow-up to the date?
Want me to hook the new play?
Oh, hold up.
Here's the picture Kenny Rogers took of us.
Oh. Oh my God.
You should.
The people around you look furious.
I can't believe you found that so quickly. Jesus Christ. Wait, what else is in the special album?
A lot of photos of the doll, strangely enough.
We've gotten a lot of front row seats. So we were at Beach Boys and we had front row. And
oh, that's her favorite. This is my, well, here, this will go. It's my favorite. Take it out. This is my mom. This is the best. With Golden Girl Estelle Getty.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
They run in the same circles. Anyway, go on, Dad. Your new play.
Okay, my new play is a parody on Jekyll and Hyde. It's a female.
Hold up, I thought you weren't going to tell any. Isn't it a secret?
No, that part is not a secret
because you copywrote it.
No, it's a parody. Okay, it's copyrighted, and it's a parody on Jekyll and Hyde, modern day, but it's a female version of it. It's Dr. Jackie and Miss Heidi. And
is this another thinly veiled appropriation of Corinne's life story that she's the Jekyll and the Hyde in this case, or?
Well, it's about Heidi is a serial killer who leaves a trademark on everybody's butts with red smooch marks.
Okay, so it is about Corinne.
Corinne hasn't done that yet, but is it possible? Yes, it's very possible. She does one night stands and offs all these guys.
Oh my Lord.
Okay.
I don't dislike that premise. Well, what's the good one?
What do you mean? The good one. The good one is this homely. She's homely. Okay.
That's not me.
No, that's not you. And she discovers the gene for beauty. So what she does is she injects herself with this gene therapy, which she didn't go through the FDA or through approval, and it worked great. It makes her beautiful, except it makes her into a serial killer.
Oh my God.
Oh, I see. What's sad? I don't know the premise of actual Jekyll and Hyde, so I just know it's like two people, I thought, but I guess it's the same person with two different personalities.
Wow, you made it to 27 without knowing the story of Jekyll
Isn't
and
that
Hyde.
crazy?
Actually, the original story, it was in the 1800s. Okay, this is present day, and it's two different actresses who play that role.
Oh, so it would be two different actresses. It won't just be like a pretty woman who's got her hair up in a kind of librarian.
No. It's two different actresses. It's a real homely actress, and it's hard.
How is the size?
How do you cast that one?
We're having casting problems.
Can I ask you, is it the same woman that played me in the last play?
No, she's the beautiful woman.
Oh, Corinne.
No. It's not cast yet. I mean, we're working on it. It's difficult to cast because you put out a casting call. Look, we're looking for somebody who's really homely, and people just don't want to fess up to it. And we need a homely guy too. But so what happens is they're both on stage because she becomes bipolar, and you have these fight scenes between Heidi and Jackie.
Oh wow!
Well, there you have it. There's a tease. And when is it going to be ready?
They don't have an exact date. It's going to be probably February or March.
Well, guys,
if they cast it, it could be if they don't cast it, it could be never.
Well, mark your calendars.
We'll try
South
and organize.
Florida event will be
Annie,
around.
you better be here for that. You've missed all of my Florida visits.
And will it be Jackie, Dr. What is the title?
It's Dr. Jackie and Miss Heidi.
Dr. Jackie and Miss Heidi, guys. You heard it here first. Book your plane
this is
tickets.
an ATF exclusive.
Pre-buy those tickets so that we needed to pre-buy the tickets, right? That helps get
on Gold Star or something.
Gold Star, yes.
It'll be on Gold Star, and then it'll be on the Soar Theater.
Hey, I hope that bitch doesn't come who give you a bad rating.
Yeah, I hope not. We did very well in the last production. We got 4.2 stars. But we lost a couple. Lost a couple stars because some people didn't like the bathrooms. They didn't like the stain on the curtain.
What?
The choice for concessions.
Yeah, right. They didn't like the candy at the concession. For this,
yes.
penalize you.
The amenities. The seats were very uncomfortable.
Hey, how does the guy get a drink in this place?
Your wife should get you one. I told her to. Can you? Yeah, you can have some of the wine.
Okay.
But remember.
We need a second microphone.
I know.
Use a damn mic.
Wait, the bitch that wrote the bad review. Remember when you wanted to find her?
Whoa.
No. That was some of your patrons are going to find her and take her out.
Oh yeah, we have people. Don't worry about
you have
that.
people. You definitely have people.
We have people everywhere. Brazil.
Yeah, you have pipples.
So, Dr. Kaplan, while Corinne is at home, do you have any stories you'd like to share with us about Corinne that maybe we haven't heard before? We just learned about the doll from Dale.
I told her to get the creepy doll you have that sleeps at the foot of your bed that's fashioned after me.
Okay. That doll is a lot nicer to us than you are.
He doesn't answer back.
Confirmed.
We don't get shit from the doll.
It's the daughter they always dreamed of having.
That's right.
Beautiful like you, but without the attitude.
There you go. What can I tell you about Corinne?
I mean, that's kind of a broad statement. They've known me my whole life.
I know, but I feel like there's got to be their perspective on some of these stories.
Well, you got to
Your
ask.
stories are always very self-serving, Corinne. When you tell the story, it's always, and I didn't do a single thing wrong. That dog ran in front of my car.
Well, no.
Does he know the story about you? After 1 week, I bought you a new Camaro and totaled it. Did you tell him that one?
I don't know if I know that.
Didn't make the podcast. That's not much of a story. I didn't understand common traffic laws.
That still applies now.
Weather conditions.
Nope. And I got, when I was turned 16, I got a brand new red Camaro, and then I smacked it up.
How long did it last?
2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks.
No, it was a week.
No.
It was a week.
It was like 4 days.
It was a week. It was brand new. I'm driving. I was a coach, a little league coach,
It's a terrible story.
and I'm driving to coach my little league team with my son in the car. And as I'm passing this intersection, I say, "Damn, I recognize that car.
Oh no,
that looks just like the
Yeah,
car I
with-
just
with
bought."
the fire trucks and the police cars and the ambulances.
I made an oopsie. Well, remember when Chad went missing?
Okay.
We left him.
Yeah.
Whoa,
So,
whoa! You
this is
you
the
lost
best-
Chad?
Yeah. So mind you, back in the day, like Jacob Wetterling, like all the missing kid cases, like Adam Walsh. So
Aye.
my parents I'm at a friend's house. I'm in high school at this point. My parents go to my brother's baseball game, and my mother, so my brother has all his baseball equipment. He's at the game. He plays the game. My dad's the coach. My dad leaves and thinks my mom has Chad. My mom goes food shopping. So she's gone for like 2 hours. She gets home.
She thought that I had Chad.
Right. We each thought the other one took him.
So in any case, no one had Chad. And so now my mom comes home and my dad's like, "Where's Chad?" And she's like, "I don't know, where's Chad?" And then they realize he's missing.
Oh,
so they go back to
God.
the field. They can't find him. So I get called at my.
We called the police. The police went looking for him.
Did you say I actually lost my child, or did you say he ran away? Like, how did you pitch it so you didn't look like an asshole?
There was no way. Well, I thought he had him. He thought
We look like two incompetent parents.
Well, wait. So I get a phone call at my friend's house, and my mom's like, my mom called the home of where I was. There's no cell phones in that day.
Yeah.
And the mother's like, "Corinne, your mom's on the phone." I'm like, "What?" So I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You have to come home." And I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Chad's missing." And I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
"What?" You have to come home. Like, as though if you have one kid missing, you better have tabs on the other one. Like,
Yeah.
what does that have to do with me? And so they found him walking the highway.
Oh, what?
No, they didn't find. No,
Police got him when he was like the poor
No,
kid. Is,
no.
Yes,
Yes, he walked with his entire bag up the ramp.
It's like 100 degrees out. He just played 3 hours and he's wearing this heavy polyester baseball outfit.
Oh.
He's carrying his bag. He's all of what? 9 years old?
Oh my
8, 9 years
God.
old. He crosses the major highways. He walks like at least a mile, right?
Well, they found him on the ramp, didn't they?
No, they found him like he was just a couple blocks from the house, and the police picked him up and brought him home. But the funniest thing was when we said to Chad, I mean, we felt terrible, and he goes, "Oh, I knew exactly what happened. He knew." So I said, "Well, if you're that smart, why didn't you go to a phone and call?" So he didn't occur to him. I mean, in those days there were payphones.
Well,
Anywho, fun
my,
stories.
My parents did the same thing with my sister. She was at summer camp for 8 weeks. The day she was brought back, they completely forgot to pick her up. And
That's way worse.
I think that there is it can't be easy to be the Chad or the Kyle when you have a Corinne or a Max as your older sibling. There probably are instances where you or I, Corinne, were eating up all of the oxygen, getting all of the attention, and poor Chad is trudging along the side of the highway carrying a bag of baseballs and bats.
In
and
a
just
shirt
like,
that says Kaplan's Killers. That was the name of the team. My dad was also the sponsor, not just the coach.
Short little story. The kids were at sleepaway camp, and Fred and I go to visit them. After a month, you visit them, right?
Yeah.
And all the kids are running. The minute they let the kids go to see the parents, they're all running. "Oh, mommy, daddy!" They're all crying. They're all excited. And we're both standing there like chopped liver, no children. So all the kids came, all the parents. And so I go to the owner of the camp and I said, I know I put 2 children on an airplane a month ago, so you need to find them. So
Oh
he
my
has to
God.
go on the loudspeaker. "Corinne Kaplan, Chad Kaplan, your parents are waiting."
my
They
God.
finally moseyed down. I'm like, and they weren't together, so they did it independent of each other. They didn't show up.
Well, I think that's an indication that you raised well-adjusted, independent children.
So we say to them, "Well, what's up with that? We travel all the way from Florida to North Carolina, and you don't even bother to come see us." "Well, I was busy. I was going to come when I got done." Both of you said the same thing.
What were
Yeah.
you busy doing?
Probably making out with a counselor, if I had to
Oh.
guess. Remember that when the camp director had to tell you?
Well, then what was Chad doing?
Yeah, I don't know what Chad was doing.
Making like one of those little macrame necklaces or something.
2 children in the camp that didn't show up.
Do we have any more callers?
We had Summer Reading trying to get on, but he.
Oh, well, that's always
big
a battle.
surprise. He fucked it up. We'll give him a moment because, guys, we've been on here for 90 minutes, and the Kaplans probably want to go to bed by now. It's 9:30.
We're gonna play pool, I think, right, Dad?
Sure, absolutely.
On which table, or do you have games going on both tables?
No, the other table's in our upstate house.
Oh, I thought you said when you had 2 tables, you meant under the same roof.
No, we have a ping pong table and a pool table here.
Okay.
This is like the fucking YMCA rec center. There's also a pickleball court.
Who is the family champion? Who is the best at pool?
Yeah.
Me.
I'm not really good at anything. I'm good at darts.
You're good at podcasting.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I don't know what else I can tell you. I was telling them that you brought me around to show me what's expensive for when you die.
Well, yeah, what to save and what to not put in the dumpster, because knowing you, everything would end up in the dumpster. so
including my life.
Well, it's going to be like the buffet where, you don't want to walk over to the pasta. You want to get to the prime rib, and you just want to make sure you know your route, because you and Chad will be walking through the buffet at the same time. You want to make sure you grab the stuff that's really valuable.
Yes.
Supermarket sweep. This is a macabre topic, by the way, but Jewish people do this. My grandmother used to do the same thing with me, and my mom as well. She's like, when I'm gone, I'm like, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
No.
She didn't have a problem.
No, I was like, should I get a notepad out? I don't know if I'll remember.
You say, okay, so let me get this again. That one is good one. That one goes.
Like, this is worth 24 grand, really?
And I just look forward to whatever patron has to help Corinne put it all on eBay, because I'm not doing it. Well, guys, we'll give you one last opportunity to call in. We'll set the countdown now in the next minute. If you want to ask us a question or comment or ask the Kaplans a question, this is your chance.
I feel like there were so many things we wanted to ask my parents, and now I can't think of anything.
Oh, God. I mean, there are so many stories that I want their POV on.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to ask them about like specific
Oh my God.
people.
Remember? Okay, you can't fucking get the tape to work, but when I played the small Asian boy.
Yen, I need the yen.
Pierre?
Peter?
Wow, what did you say?
Asian.
No.
Oh, he's Asian.
Majority of one.
I thought.
Did I play multiple boys?
Why are you saying Pierre?
Can you hear this? Can you hear the
yen? I need the yen.
No, I was thinking something else. Okay. Yes, you did.
Yes, you played a little boy.
For a few measly dollars, I gave her that. I was her acting coach.
Wait, tell me the line, because I don't remember. I know I had to say yen. Something about yen.
No. It was for. I don't remember the exact word. You had to put your hands up like this. You had to say for a few measly dollars, because you were always, your role was to always, try and.
Okay. Did they put me in
Eddie? It was Eddie the houseboy.
Eddie the houseboy. Was she supposed to be Asian? That's what the story she has told us has been.
Yes.
They put, lines on her eyes.
Yeah, they made her Asian. She was Eddie the houseboy.
Oh, is that what Adam Klein was doing? Maybe he was playing Eddie the houseboy.
I was Kleining.
The yen. I need the yen.
I'm obsessed with that
my
down drop. The yen.
I definitely said the word yen because I wouldn't know that word otherwise.
Not that line, but maybe somewhere else.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, we would love if the tape is ever found. If it gets transferred, we will definitely enjoy playing.
Can you explain what's going on with your fakakta transfer situation?
It's like everything else in this house, broken and old, and I don't know. We're having issues.
It's very simple. It's a very technical term. It crapped out.
Well, you know what?
Give
Corinne, send me the tape. I will take care of it over here. I'll make sure the world can see this important part of Corinne's acting ouvre. Because if we do put together
racially irresponsible,
if we do put together an updated reel, Corinne, we'll want your hosting. We'll want the yen. Well, we have you as the Wicked Witch from was it Snow White or?
Yes.
So we need to assemble a new reel.
I was Snow White.
She was beautiful, Snow White.
We have the Florida Spotlight Show.
Oh, Florida Vital Signs. That's
Florida Vital Signs,
disaster.
of course.
What about your best role was Diary of Anne Frank?
Well, that's a real serious.
There was a serious drama.
Yeah.
There's no comedy in that.
I'm the Anne Frank of this podcast.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
She still knows the line from that. She's recited on the air large
monologue.
past
It was
the
the 13th
monologue
of
from
November. No, it's not. Now that's gotten in my head.
Well,
No, it was the
it's definitely
19th of
not.
November, 1942. The planes fly overhead. The noise was terrifying. Pym says there should be music to our ears. The more planes, the sooner will come the end of the war.
That's not the way you deliver the lines. Come on.
Of course not. But I'm proving that I know it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is your acting coach. I don't know why you were going to the hosting school and you should have just been studying with him.
Obviously, just like all the great community theater actors here, and fake Rod Stewart. And are you still managing fake Rod Stewart and fake Neil Diamond?
I don't manage fake Rod Stewart. No, I retired from producing shows. I've retired from producing concerts.
Oh, since when? Oh, what is the city for $100, Alex? What is the city that is it fake Neil Diamond or fake Rod Stewart? Fake Neil Diamond in Nevada. What city?
He's in Las Vegas.
No, he's not.
You're talking about where he performed the last time around? It was in the Mesquite Casino, and I forgot what the name of the city is.
It's not Las Vegas.
No.
He performs.
No, but he performs in Las Vegas.
Anyways,
we just had Kevin on the line, Corinne, and I know he wanted to talk to you about traumatic brain injuries and their ability to cause short-term amnesia. Kevin, Dr. Kaplan and Mrs. Kaplan is one of our residents. Doctor. Yes.
Yeah, Lee. Yeah.
He wanted to talk a little bit about the head injury sustained by your friend Jay Byers.
Yeah.
Kevin, if you could get back on, you were just on hold. Call back in because I'm sure Corinne would love for an update on if there are any prospects of reclaiming these memories. Have you told your parents about this?
I don't think so. That the guy that visited me for 4 days, we had a great time.
Yeah, he had a great time, and he couldn't remember. He couldn't remember any of it. Yeah, I heard the story. No,
I didn't tell him. My mom told him.
I've got Kevin on the line. Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. What's up, buddy?
Hi.
Well, hey guys, what's up? Hey, sorry, I lost connection there for a second. Apparently, that managed to get a random shout out on the show.
So, Kevin, I know you and I were talking behind the scenes about whether or not we would go into this. Let's go into it. What can you tell us about the sort of head injury that Jay Byers sustained? Is this a viable story, or is this just the worst line that someone has fed Corinne to get out of dating her?
Okay, so at least from what I know from the show, at least like from what I've heard, so Corinne, verify if I'm correct or incorrect in this. So he got a concussion like a couple days after, right? A traumatic brain injury. I don't know the actual grading of it, but he got a brain injury, and then after that, he just lost all memory of a week prior to the injury, and he has not gotten it back yet.
He's had multiple concussions. This is like his 6th or 7th concussion, and
nice.
Yeah, and when he was knocked out, like he called me. That's when he was like, "What city did we go to?" And I was like, "Breckenridge." And he's like, "Well, say it again." I'm like, "Breckenridge, you're the one who took me." He was really, really bad at first. Like he didn't know his own name, and then like got better, but could not recover like the short-term memory. So
okay,
short-term memory loss. And no, he has not gotten it back.
I didn't know exactly what the extent of his memory loss was because I was going to make a gag about it being psychologically repressed. Because usually when you have like retrograde amnesia, it's sort of like an all or nothing sort of thing. So it's like you forget everything, like name, people, like all events, not just like, oh, I just happened to forget this last week.
So you're saying maybe not a traumatic brain injury, but more like a psychological trauma.
That it was going to be like, emotionally repressed memories due to the psychological trauma of whatever happened.
Yes. What city did we go to?
Yeah, I'm from Cunt City.
Yes.
No, I think it was genuine only because like he called me right after it had happened. And I was like, he was, you couldn't understand him. Like he wasn't even really
Corinne, he's not that bright to begin with.
No, he's not. He's definitely not.
High school teacher.
Motorcycle schools,
certified
50% scholarship.
Certified motorcycle mechanic, Jay Byers.
Yeah, you get a toolkit when you graduate. Yeah.
I need to find the ITT tech drop.
I mean, my parents were around when I dated some losers in high school. Remember Aaron Soffer? Oh, maybe I shouldn't say his first
Oops. Are we talking?
No, not. No. So we call him
talk
Desi.
about that?
Don't use his real name. But they know they
It's
loved
a bad
him.
time to mention that I am Cuban.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
wow.
Cuban?
You're the whitest Cuban I've ever met.
No, they come like that
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's kind of the running gag. Yeah, there's a lot of white Cubans that wound up in Florida.
There's a lot of Jubans.
Yeah, no, my
Jewish
mom.
Cubans.
Yeah, there's a lot of Cubans actually. Like, not even a gag.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, no, as soon as every time you play the fucking soundtrack, I get a chuckle.
Let me ask the Kaplans, has there been a man in Corinne's life who you felt particularly positive toward, that you hoped it really would work out this time? Like one guy who you thought, this is the guy who, above all, this is a good guy for our girl.
Yes.
And can we somehow communicate this without saying his actual name? Maybe Corinne could translate.
Yes.
Yes, it's my married ex.
Oh.
So
that
he had
one.
3 kids and he was married, and that's the,
The
one
doctor.
I thought had legs.
That was the one. Okay.
That was the best match.
Really?
Yes, that was the best match.
Wow.
We all loved him.
We loved him.
And we all, mourned.
I believe the words were, "How did you fuck this up?"
You didn't fuck it up. He fucked it up. He was married.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh man. Is there a person who wasn't married who was okay? No.
Great. No, not at all.
I liked the.
Don't say.
I'm not gonna say the guy who you were dating in college.
Oh, the Cuban. Yeah.
I liked him very much, and he
Oh,
was
Desi.
And that was Desi.
No, yeah,
That we're gonna call him Desi.
Yes.
Yeah, Desi was charming, and he was extremely good looking. He was well mannered. He was really, really nice guy.
And he does not speak to me any longer.
Yeah, Corinne really did a job on him. The
Yeah.
abuse, systematic, pervasive. He's probably still in therapy.
And we should be.
Yeah.
Kevin, anything else you wanted to talk about, buddy?
No, that was just about it. And I wasn't even really going to call it in, but you mentioned it, so I was like, oh shit, might as
Cool.
well talk about it now.
Well, thanks, bud.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Have a good
Take
one.
care,
Love
Corinne.
you, buddy.
Summer
Oh,
reading.
gee, Kevin.
Summer reading is on the line, Corinne.
Uh-oh.
So that means the show has
Static.
ground to a halt.
Okay.
It's time to wrap things up, but we always let him have the last word. And let me bring up the one, the only, summer reading.
Hold on. You're not going to play the
Connor.
fucking song?
Hold on, I'll play the song.
Jesus. My dad loves this kind of shit. Play the song.
Okay.
So we have.
He's feeding back on us. I have to mute him. Hold on.
So, we have a guy that is super talented. I love this one. Yeah.
Got a problem, he ain't got the time. Started out for Sunday bookquest. Keeps his sister up past her bedtime. Renting in his parents' house. It's dead and hard not to love him. Give him a chance to play. Then it'll be our turn to judge him. Here's all the best rants of all time. Oh yeah, it's summer reading time.
He's so good, right?
He's very good. I'd like to write a musical with him.
Connor, Summer, are you with us?
What's up?
Definitely need to, get.
We can hear you. Summer. Now, Dr. Kaplan, Summer is not the one who sang the song. He has Summer actually has no talent
I
except
can't sing.
for ranting on the podcast. Summer, what's going on, buddy?
Well, a lot. I just had my first college experience with alcohol and cannabis last week. That's a huge story.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That was very
Sorry,
interesting.
you jumped into both at the same time? You went from zero to both?
Here's the story. So I'll tell you the story. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. So first of all, I'm hanging out with my best friend. He's awesome. We go out to eat. We do a lot of stuff. So anyways, I'm walking with him and I see a wedding, and that totally made me think of the whole Corinne, why aren't you married sound drop. And then I yelled out to them, you're ruining your life, you're getting married. Why would you get married? Because I'm anti-love.
Corinne, why aren't you married?
Yeah.
So I was like rehearsing a speech because I had to give like this huge speech with like 20% of my grade for one of my classes. And so we were like, let's study. And he was like, oh, let's go to my house. And I'm like, great, I can meet your roommates and stuff. And I already knew some of them. So I went to his house and he had cannabis and he had alcohol. And so they're doing the cannabis and they're like, do you want some? And I'm like, hell no, because
Summer. Okay, first of all, if you're gonna do cannabis, you cannot call it that.
I say cannabis because it's classier.
But don't get high on your own supply. You're gonna smoke cannabis maybe, but you're not gonna do cannabis. Go on.
Whatever, weed. Okay, so they had weed, and so I'm like, they're like, do you want to do it? And I'm like, no, because whatever they smoke it out, whatever that bong, I don't know what the hell it's called. It was dirty, so I'm like, God no, I don't want to do it. And then I remember like the whole Corinne's leaking asshole, like you're gonna die story. So I'm like, I don't want to do this, especially before a speech. And so they start doing it, and they start vomiting on the floor. So I'm like,
what? Sweetie, that was not weed. That was PCP or something else.
Yeah, nobody's ever thrown up from smoking weed.
No, but they had like alcohol before, and they had some food before. So I guess it was like a mixture of it. It wasn't just, like straight up. But they were vomiting. So I'm like, God forbid, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, so they're like, oh, do you want to have some alcohol? And at this point, I'm just like, I have been working on this speech for 4 hours. I am tired. I would rather be hungover than overworked at this point. So I'm like, great, I'll have 2 shots of alcohol. Had 2 shots.
We also don't say that. I'm going to do the cannabis, then I'm going to take 2 shots of the alcohol.
Wait. So Connor, you did not do the cannabis.
No, they didn't do the cannabis.
Okay, so you technically did not have your first experience with cannabis.
Well,
you saw some other people having it.
First time.
Okay.
I never actually like in my presence.
And so you had 2 shots of alcohol. Was that your first time getting drunk?
So I had 2 shots of alcohol, and this is when the story gets really good. So I had 2 shots of alcohol.
Good, because I was waiting.
That and I had like really bad sushi. So I'm like, great, my stomach is hurting. And I don't want to vomit on the floor because I'm like, I'm classy. I don't want to be like these people and vomit on the floor. And so they walked me home. Thank God, because it was like 11 at night and I couldn't see. And I'm like, thinking worst case scenario, I'm going to get raped or something. Just because I always think the worst case scenario. So I get home and I'm like puking in the bushes. And I'm like, because I have shorts on, I'm like pulling back my shorts. I'm like, I felt like I could be Corinne and have somebody pulling my hair back because at this point I was puking my guts out. And so this lady comes out from doing the laundry and she's like, because my knees were bent, she's like, you're praying to Jesus. I love this. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm not praying to Jesus. I'm puking my guts out. It's like 11 at night and it was a disaster.
Oh my God.
Okay. I want to say for the record, I don't know what the alcohol you did was, but
2 shots and you're violently hurling.
I got news for you, Summer. That was the fucking gas station sushi. That wasn't the alcohol.
Whatever. But I was throwing up and it was fucking disgusting. So I assumed it was because of that, but it was probably like the gas station sushi. But whatever. I was throwing up and she was saying like I was praying to Jesus. And I'm like, it is 11 at night. I do not want to, I am not praying to Jesus. And I am Jewish. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's the offensive part.
I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm finally taking the plunge, Corinne, and rushing for a fraternity next semester.
Well, then you better learn to drink and do the cannabis.
And you better learn to call it getting wasted or getting shadracked.
Getting high, yeah.
Don't say doing alcohol.
Wasted, hungover, whatever. I just, whatever.
But you know what, Summer? I'm anti-weed. It's not my thing. But you can build up a nice tolerance to alcohol so that you're not the guy throwing up in the bushes after 2 shots. I would start rehearsing now if you're going to rush in the fall or in the winter.
Connor, remember Corinne's important words to live by.
Smoking pot doesn't make you cool. Selling pot makes you cool.
So you don't mess around with smoking it, but if you could get like a pound
distribution,
start breaking off dime bags to the kids in the dorm, maybe that lady next door.
That's what they suggested too. They were like, do you want to sell the weed? Because they're like, you're so unassuming. You got the glasses, you get the nerdy look. Like, why don't you do it? I'm like, fuck no.
Listen to me. You sound ESL. It's not, do you want to sell the weed? It's just weed. Do you want to sell weed? Not the weed. You got to get the verbiage down better.
they asked me, "Do you want to sell it?" And I'm like, "No."
Well, I mean, listen, everyone as an undergraduate can use a little bit of extra mad money, Connor, a little spending cash.
That, or you could shit on someone. You could brown shower.
Oh yeah, Renan has a guy.
earlier.
If you're looking to make some money,
I'm classy.
I like the idea that you thought you were going to get raped.
I immediately like this rape is getting lit.
I was in this neighborhood and it was really sketchy because it's like there's like the good side of town and then there's like this town where like, well, not the bad side of town, but it's like people were like screaming and stuff, and it was 10:30 at night, and I'm like, I can't see, and I'm like terrified across the street.
Oy.
Like,
you got to be careful, man.
So I'm like nervous as shit because I'm like,
I like the world in which Summer lives in, that there are just people waiting to rape other people, like just
screaming
standing
in the
bushes,
streets.
like, yes, finally, guy that can't see that well, that had 2 shots of the alcohol. Oh, we love you, Summer.
I love you, man. You got to be careful, though. I promised your mother I would look after you, so you can't be getting into any trouble.
yeah.
How is your mom? Is your mom doing okay?
Yeah, she's better now.
That's good.
Yeah.
And how about your dad? And how about boring Rory? Is everybody else doing okay?
And Rory is actually home, so that's interesting. He's taking the semester off.
Oh.
Well, that's never good.
Did he have a problem with the cannabis?
No, it's his school's like very like overly religious, and
Oy.
he needs like a break or whatever. They have like a bunch of street preachers there, and he's like, Lord have mercy.
Wow. Sounds like you do as well. So, I mean.
No, we do not.
It's not good.
Well, Connor.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's always good to hear from you, buddy.
Yes.
And we couldn't do one of these live shows without you having the final word. So,
I know.
Yeah. It's tradition.
Thank you so much. Dr. Kaplan is now completely confused as to what this podcast is about.
Yeah,
but
he's super bored.
I could tell you that if he was drinking White Lightning, he would throw his guts up.
What the hell's White Lightning?
Like moonshine.
I threw a party where I served White Lightning, and it was 180 proof. It was illegal booze that I got from Georgia, and I had it shipped in, and I put it in a punch, and I ended up with all my guests throwing their guts up.
Oh my God. That's kind of like when we made the punch. We used to make one, it was Hunch Punch. And then one had a little index card in front of it to indicate that that was the one that had roofies in it, because we would intentionally roofie the punch because it would make it stronger.
I didn't label this, but I just said be real careful with drinking this, and it made a lot of people sick because it was 180 proof.
So maybe we could.
And it has no taste.
So is this like some bathtub gin, like straight?
Yeah,
from
exactly. This is made in
illegal
the
still?
backwoods, is in Appalachia somewheres, with some distillery in the woods, and I got this illegally. I got a case of it, and
whoa.
It didn't turn out well. I mean, people were painting the walls with it.
Oh, if you
Maybe
still
that's what
know the
happened.
guy, next ATF's, Corinne, we
Yeah.
will provide
Wait.
refreshments courtesy of the Georgia Bathtub Gin Distillery.
Yes.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, I
All
know
right.
that you guys have a lot of catching up to do and some pool to play. Summer reading, thank you. Thank you to all the patrons who called in. Thank you to everyone who has watched this evening. Thank you to all of the patrons for supporting the podcast. And one last announcement, Corinne, just about the TV party.
Yes.
The new reward for Platinum patrons. Corinne and I will be doing a monthly 30-minute show where we are talking live to the Platinum Elites only. That is something that we will announce through the Platinum group. We'll schedule it in advance. If you think these shows are off the cuff and uncensored and behind the scenes, we're talking about another layer of access into the inner sanctum. Before long, Corinne, they're going to be reading our medical records and giving us proctological exams. We're going to run out of things to give them.
And I want to say, we're both testing out a feature where you guys will get notified that we're going live. And then if you're around and you want to go live and hang with us, we're going to be doing each of us 15 minutes a week of just like live shit.
Yeah,
and I tried it tonight, but I only gave you guys like 45 seconds to hop on. And then I felt real stupid staring at myself. But we're trying to test this platform out to try and get it as a better perk for just patrons in general. And then the elites will have their own 30 minutes every month.
And sometimes we'll open it up to the general public, but guys, we really, we're in it for you guys. And
It's meant to be a perk for you guys.
Offer you guys more access, more content, more fun stuff. So keep an eye out. If you're not on TV Party yet, make sure you sign up, follow. For some reason, Corinne did not put her name as Corinne Sanity. So Corinne Kaplan.
Oh, fuck my life. I didn't.
I'm FY Maxwell. So follow us. You'll get notifications every time we go live. I've done it a couple times so far with McCrae, and we've talked about Survivor and talked about what's going on.
And we're both verified, so you can find us that way. It's not like, that's how you know it's us, right?
You can find us. You can find lots of other Survivor and Big Brother people. I saw
Alexa's
Meg Malley. Meg Malley was on there the other day with Mike. Christina Coria, I got a notification she was live today, Corinne. So all your favorite ATF personalities are on there. Now we are too. And it's live video chat. You can ask us questions, and if you want, you could even hop on and chat back. So all sorts of fun stuff in the works, guys. Thank you so much for supporting us, and hopefully we'll be able to give you guys a little bit extra back. Well, on behalf of Corinne Kaplan, Dale Kaplan, Dr. Fred Kaplan, all the ATF patrons, Max Dawson saying, see you next time, guys.
Yeah. Fuck you. You clean those fixes up right now.
Yeah, big boy. From now on, you gotta clean up your own fixes.
Do you like sex and travel? Because you can directly go fuck off.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm going to stop the broadcast.